Hello Libra and Libra Rising. Welcome to your June 2016 reading. It's a pleasure to see everyone again, and I know we just got through a retrograde period, so I really do hope everybody was able to navigate that with the information that was given last month. Now we have the solstice to look forward to, which should provide a chance for new energy to flow in, and hopefully, if harnessed, could be a very productive period for all signs. The channeled information that came through for Libra is leverage. And leverage is a great sort of message for you because what you can infer from looking at this is that you have opportunities, you have power. And as I kind of look through some of the alternate meanings of the words, it's about influence, power, authority, advantage. Now, Libras are sort of like natural diplomats and have an ability to see things from a bird's eye view and weigh everything out. So leverage is actually telling you to take some action this month and use something to move along your goals, your agenda. It's okay. A lot of times we spend energy looking at other people, but for Libra this month, it's about taking your all this great sort of like money in the bank that you put away, not so literally that, but sort of in relationships, in diplomacy, in opportunity. You've been banking on this. Now it's time to spend. Now it's time to call, go through your Rolodex. And for all those times that you were stepping in to listen for a friend or listen to a friend or to help them solve a problem, now it's their turn to help you. Okay? So leverage your connections and make your dreams happen. Okay? This is your month to actually enjoy some of that. As most of you know who follow me every month, I started off with a catalyst card. And just like you would use a key in your ignition of a car, this is the same sort of thing. It's going to help you figure out where to focus your energy to get to that point of being able to leverage. Really interesting because I pulled Morgan for another sign this month. And I do shuffle the deck and I try different ways of pulling the cards, but there's obviously themes that come through each month. So I love this card. It's about finding power and magic from within. Morgan, of course, a powerful sorceress or magician, King Arthur legend. What this is telling us now is we have the power to create. We have the power to manifest. And Libra in particular, this month, what you need to be doing is leveraging your leveraging your power, leveraging your influence, and not apologizing for it, because that's how things move. Sometimes you have to take action. Let's take a look at the overall tarot cards for this month and see what context they can give to that general message. And then we'll expand the forecast to include health, wealth, love, and destiny. All right. So the center card this month for Libra is Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is showing me a concern over pacing of a goal. Perhaps this is getting money, getting a job, managing money, security around a work situation, and a need to be free. I'm looking at that eagle, or maybe it's a sparrow here. As I look at that bird, it is basically saying things are about to take flight, but not just yet. Okay? We look at temperance, and temperance is saying easy does it. Focus on really on making things fantastic. Okay, so let's break this down into common speak here. What this means for those of you that are maybe working on a business that you want to launch, it's not 100% ready. This takes a little more time. You see her sort of putting together her perfect brew, her perfect mix, whatever. You can see it as cooking, as alchemy. But basically, it's time to put a little bit more time into perfecting things before launching. Once you've launched, you can't take back, okay? This holds true with if you wanted to propose to someone, if you wanted to discuss something very important, go for a trademark, whatever it is, you need to wait. The timing's premature. You have to finish the work and then go and sort of do the next step. Recent past, you've been working hard this past 2 to 3 months. I would say this past quarter of the year. So the Five of Swords is about continuing to stay on task, okay? The reversal is saying that you're ready. Again, I really saw the bird when I looked at this knight reversed. And because knights are about movement, the reversal is showing me like, oh, I really want to get going. I understand, okay? Ten of Pentacles. Whatever you guys have been working on this month is of value. And if you've been trying to, let's say some of you this may be a very long-term project, this may be a very long-term relationship or an engagement. What I see here is a lot of time, effort, love put into it. So this is why when you're here at the finish line, it's important to just take a breath and allow everything to fall into place. I feel like you've already put together all the pieces and you're really in a good position to have a great second part of the year, okay? When I look at the Five of Wands reversed, if you look at this card upright, what this is sort of indicating is spend time reviewing, revising, editing before moving forward. So this really applies this month for practical matters for Libra. It's about work, attention to detail, and also not rushing, not being too bold. Now, we'll look at the ultimate, when I look at the end of the month, we got the Six of Swords, so it means you are going to be able to take flight and move away from it, but you need about 4 weeks of work in the interim. When we're in the middle of the month, we have Queen of Cups reversed, Queen of Chalices reversed, and this is a very pensive Queen of Cups. And so, again, I feel like emotions could run kind of up and down, the whole gamut this month, and what you want to try to do is stay even, just like her. And remember, temperance is basically about being even as well. And instead of just having like an angel with a foot in the water and one on ground, this is showing an active sort of neutrality. So I want you to try to stay neutral in mind and then active with the energy that you have. Do things physically or think through things, but try not to let your heart pull you down because you're depressed about progress or thinking it's not good enough and all of that. Just keep doing it. That's really what separates someone that's successful from someone that fails. It's persistence, it's perseverance, it's a sense of not getting discouraged, even when the odds seem to indicate that you may not make it. You just have to stay on course. All right, I do see money and opportunity starting to turn around for you around the middle of the month. So this fear and this desire to launch, it's eventually going to happen. And if you needed any sort of like validation for those of you that are job seeking or trying to sort of start something new and exciting in your life, this card is saying that it looks like you're on the right path. I'm getting more of a harvest theme with this, so I'll speak from like US seasons. It's probably September for some of you. What it's about right now is growth. So June, July, and August are about, basically I'll go back to an agricultural theme in my head because I'm getting that you should fertilize, you should grow, you should water, you should nurture. So about 3 months of nurturing, and then I see a payoff, okay? Exhaustion may set in around the 3rd week of the month for many of you. I want you to push through this. Keep in mind, we've got that bird here flying, and if you sort of let it go, you lose momentum. Push through it. Make sure you're getting enough rest, sleep, and your diet is appropriate. I don't necessarily see you needing caffeine or any stimulants or anything like that. You want to stay motivated. That's going to be your caffeine. And push through that 3rd week, because if you can do that, I'll jump to the end and then I'll let you see everything again in context. We have the Six of Swords and it's reversed. When it's reversed, actually some of the negative connotations fall away from me a little bit. Also, I see that it's going to take its own sort of like course and you can't sort of control it. So Just allow things to freely move, keep doing your part, and I feel like it's going to be fine. I will say this, however, for those of you in relationships, there could be a tricky point, some travel that's going to be coming through. I have the King of Cups in reverse. This could indicate some emotional ups and downs. We have Queen of Cups and King of Cups reverse. This isn't a great month for dating for Libra, particularly if you're involved with any sort of a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. So I want you to be mindful of that and understand that I looked directly at the bee and basically I thought, stay busy, like the bee, stay busy. And try to avoid excess. This is a very interesting King of Cups because you can see, particularly when it comes to like sweets or overindulging with food, this is not the month to do that for Libra. All right, so let's extend your forecast and then we'll pull everything together at the end like I normally do. All right, when we look at your health, which as you know can include your mental well-being and your spiritual well-being, let's look at your message. All right. Just as we saw with the Queen and the King of Cups here, it is going to be a tricky month when it comes to emotions. And for those of you that are feeling like really empathetic to emotions and can sometimes take on the weight of others, I want you to let go of that. You need to focus on clearing and opening your heart. This can happen with cardiovascular activity. So a lot of times I'm talking about meditation in these monthlies, but this time I would say it's a great time to get on a treadmill, to take a hike, to take a walk. Anything that helps you break a sweat will be good. I want you to get your heart beating and pumping and do that for like half an hour. If you can do that, I feel like this is going to help open up your heart and keep that energy from being sort of stuck. Deep breathing will help you. And anything that you can do, if you do work out at the gym, that's going to sort of open, I forget the name of it, it's Nautilus or something, but the machines that sort of help you with that, I want you to work on pulling up your posture and opening up your chest so that that heart energy, after you do your cardio, that would be a great way to finish it off so that you can open up your heart and leave in a place where everything is sort of cleared here. Also, you notice that, colors are very important to me. I think you could actually try to wear this color this month for you. If you have hunter green, forest green, this beautiful sort of healing green, moss green, whatever. Beautiful green shades, emerald. Use them in your clothing or a coat or a blanket. Surround yourself with green. It will help you this month, okay? Now let's take a look at what's coming through for wealth and prosperity. Funny because this came up for another sign, so again, some consistency in messages. Gratitude will help you quite a bit. And when we look at your, it does look like many of you are actually in a place where you can give of your time or your money. This could be service-oriented, like volunteer work. It could also be donating to a favorite charity or whatever. So when you give thanks, it doesn't have to just be donations. It could just be simply you start the morning or the evening with prayer to the universe of gratitude. It opens your heart up and it opens the universe to give you more. It allows you to receive. If you worry too much and want too much, then the universe pulls back a little bit. So just be grateful and say thank you. I think I've told you this. I've had meditations before where Archangel Uriel has reminded me even that it's really important to incorporate gratitude in everything. Okay? Now let's take a look at love and relationships. And we have practice compassion. I feel that goes really nicely with gratitude. And so the compassion is really important. Again, it's mid-month is when a lot of stuff is happening for Libra. You need to be kind. Even if you're sort of falling out of love with someone or needing to communicate that, you need to understand that they have feelings, that they're part of this equation, and you want to do your best to be a good Libra and balance them out if they're lacking that balance. And finally, and I think this is what's going to tie up to the leverage card, because I'd really like to see where you can take your power and influence this month. So let's see what's coming through for that. And it says inquiry. So it does actually tie up really nicely. And we have a balance of masculine and feminine this month. So if you have an idea and if you have a skill that you're not sort of leveraging, what you need to do is some research on this, because Apollo inquiry, it's about shedding light on it. So maybe you've had this sort of dream for all of your life that you wanted to start a business in whatever it is, XYZ. Now's your chance to go and do the research at the library or online, talk to City Hall, find out about permits, do all of these things to figure out how can I set it up, what's involved, what do I need to do, and leverage all of the great, I think Libras are natural sort of project managers and managers in general. So leverage your ability to have people listen to you, to sort of balance everything out and take control of your own life in this area and do a little bit of active work. So let's now summarize and look at everything. Again, your channeled information was leverage. Wherever it feels good for you this month, it's okay to take advantage of all the hard work that you've done to create great relationships. You're gonna need some of that. You may need to cash in on a chip here around the middle of the month. We have two really sort of like authority figures coming through, a King and Queen of Cups. So if you're facing a little bit of emotional opposition in your life at work, then this is when you want to leverage your friendships and some of those favors that you can call in on. There's a need to delay just a little bit when it comes to launching a big idea or talking about something big to others. I feel like it's going to be much better in a couple of months. At the very least, wait till the end of the month. If you are facing any sort of challenges with emotions this month, looking at that B again, stay busy. Your key to success and happiness this month is to remain open-hearted and to be compassionate in all that you do. That open heart's going to help you with your health, of course, but it's also going to help you bring in opportunity and gratitude, saying thank you out of the blue, unnecessarily, without having a birthday, an anniversary, or some obligation. Just go up to someone who's helped you and say thank you, and mean it. Like really come up with something and maybe surprise them. And I think that's going to, first of all, it'll make you feel better, but it's really going to help them. And that beautiful energy that you put out in the universe comes back to you. Work your magic all month. You have it. Okay, I hope this helped you. Looks like you have a pretty good month here. It is about staying focused on the work, and there is more work to be done. Please, please, please pay attention to details, particularly contracts. Okay, if you'd ever like a personalized one-on-one reading, I do offer those. There's about a 4 to 6 week wait right now, just because it's a very busy time of year, so thank you for being patient on that. A great way to keep in touch, of course, is to subscribe to this channel, but if you prefer, I have a newsletter, and I always try to send out a note immediately after I publish something here to YouTube, and I have a pretty active Facebook page, as well as Twitter and Instagram. Otherwise, if you found this useful and you feel guided to donate, I'll put a button for that as well. Every little bit helps. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you, because without your support, I wouldn't be here. So keep up the likes, the subscribes, and all of the comments. I try to read all of them and like them if I can. But I appreciate all of the support and the feedback you've given me. It really does help me do a better job, and it helps me realize that this is it makes a difference. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic solstice, and I'll see you again in a month. Sat Nam. Bye.